Now, I can't tell you exactly what, but there is definitely something that's happening in the ethers. Now, I'm not putting out this message to spread any type of fear or anything like that, but there is something that's going on where there is an interference when it comes to the way you're thinking, feeling, and even dealing with situations on a day-to-day basis. This could be people, jobs, situations, family dynamics, things of that nature. There has been this pattern where I've been noticing people are having like a hard time trying to get their mental and emotional states in balance, on par. And even me trying to get that out, there was like a little bit of trouble. Now, I know we are coming out the tail end of Mercury retrograde, and it does have an influence for those of you who resonate with that energy. But some of you could have noticed that your thought patterns and the way that you've been thinking, it's been hard to try and keep yourself on the straight and narrow. It's been hard to kind of keep yourself in a higher vibration in terms of thoughts. And maybe you have noted that the isolation for some of you that you've been in has been hard to maintain, and you feel like with this isolation, there has been a lot of things that have kind of cornered you and kept you to yourself, and you are fighting battles and situations that nobody knows about. If you have been in a space where you've been finding it hard to get a grasp on your mental health, your emotional health, I'm gonna need you to reach out to somebody. I don't care who it is that you reach out to, but I need it to be someone who's going to be able to hold space for you and is going to be the space holder for your emotions, your mental thought, and for you to actually feel like you are not by yourself. Okay, because for some of you, you could have been in a space where you've been having things like suicidal thoughts, or you've been in a space of doubting yourself and really being down on yourself. Your emotions have just been, at a level that if they've never hit before, and you're noticing that there's a lot of interference. There's just a lot of interference with how you think. Normally you'd be able to, get yourself out of a funk, or be able to kind of shake certain things off when certain situations hit the fan. Some of you are noticing that your optimism is not of a high level that it has been at one stage, whether it hasn't been like that for the last few weeks, or you've been noticing this pattern of your optimism be having a dip in the last week or month, or things like that. There is something shifting. There is something definitely going on, and I feel that there is like an interference that is trying to cause people to be more on the, let's say, lower vibrational side of things rather than a higher vibrational side of things, which is why community at the minute is so important, which is why reaching out to the people that are around you are so important. Check on your family members, check on your friends, check on the people that you care about. Okay, I'm hearing even a conversation with a stranger on the street who looks like they're going through something will make a world of a difference. We're coming into more of a community focus. We're coming more into show love to thy neighbor. Like, that's the type of energy that we are in now. So whereas you may be in the space of feeling like, you've had to do things by yourself, a lot of this is supposed to actually help with the transformation of who you are as well. And even though this may be a nuisance where there is interference with your day-to-day thought process, mental, emotional, and even to some capacity your physical health, it's actually pushing you in the direction to help you to become more, I'm hearing the word communicative, so being more about community, reaching out and allowing you to come out of said isolated bubble or hermit mode, or just feeling like there is no one to trust. I feel like an SOS signal has been sent out because you need the assistance right now. You need the help right now. And some of you have been in a space of feeling like doing it by yourself was the only way, because no one could ever get it right, or no one was ever on your side, or people pretended to be on your side and they never were on your side. But there are people that SOS call that you sent out, these people are coming in. Okay, helicopters could be significant. Mosquitoes could be significant as well. Okay, because I'm still trying to figure out how the hell we got mosquitoes in London at the degree that we have right now. It is freezing cold. It don't make no damn sense to me. I got my theory about that, but hey. So that could also be significant. Elephants are significant. Gorillas are significant, and hold on. deers or stags and horses. I don't know why. I know we're going into the year of the horse when it comes to Chinese astrology, but horses are also significant as well, okay? There is just a lot that's happening right now. There's a lot that's coming to the surface. There's also a lot of new discoveries that are going to be coming out publicly as well. Is also what I'm hearing. There's going to be I'm also hearing there's going to be some type of big reveal that's going to hit the masses. There's going to be some type of trigger that's going to hit the masses, okay? I'm seeing 2 months in my mind, okay? So within the next 2 months, there's going to be a rapid movement, something that's going to shift humanity on a large scale as well, to a certain degree, but it's supposed to be something that really hits like a large pinnacle of an awakening. Like it's eye-opening. It's like it's something that cannot be unseen, even to those whose eyes are not open, whose eye is not open. They will see it, and that is going to trigger their eyes to open. There won't be no denying whatever this thing is. There won't be no denying it, okay? But I feel like all of this stuff is happening in our favor. Okay, it's to push us to grow and to elevate and to come together even more. Unity is the aim of the game at this particular moment. Okay, unity is the aim of the game. So where you may feel like where you have literally had a brain fog in the middle of what I was saying, where you may have felt like you have had to do all of these things on your own because no one was there. It's like all of these things are shifting and becoming so difficult and hard for you to bear on your own. It's giving you no choice but to reach out. But that's kind of where your spirit source within you, your higher self, your spirit family members and guardians and guides are trying to help you to come out of this energy, because they really want to put you in this space where you have the assistance and the help that you need, because you cannot do it by yourself anymore. This part of your journey requires community, requires unity, requires togetherness, requires a helping hand, requires teamwork. It really does. And this is helping you to really just put your trust in a higher source, okay, into the higher aspects of you, into a higher knowing, to tap into that internal knowing, to tap into that internal wisdom and knowledge that you hold, okay? Because like I've always said, we are interdependent beings. We're not just independent beings. If we were meant to just be independent beings, each of us would have our island of our own where we can operate on that island. But we are literally in a realm where there are other aspects of source expressing itself, so that we can come together, because we are all puzzle pieces that need to come together to make a bigger whole in order for the picture to be complete in whatever way that is supposed to be. So you are a puzzle piece coming together with your own communities to create those pictures that are so crucial and significant and important for literally this realm's evolutions and for our soul evolution as well. So you need to pay attention to that. So those of you that have had issues with trust, those of you that have issues with, working with other people, those of you that have, issues with just connecting with other people because of past traumas or things like that, and dramas, because I said dramas, this is all trying to be eradicated from you. Energetically, you're still holding on to some of those situations. And for some of you, I feel like you are only going to heal from these situations when certain people come in and show you the opposite of what you may have experienced. So let's just say, let's give a relationship, for example. Say you went through a traumatic relationship, something that, really shook you up, something that may have maybe even caused you to, refrain from getting into other connections, whether that's friendships or even romantic relationships or interests, right? It's not going to be until someone comes in who is really showing you true, genuine love that you are going to be able to heal from that situation. Yes, you can do it by yourself, but sometimes you need another person, you need another mirror, you need another source reflection to help you to get through certain things. And I feel like this is what's happening, which is why you are literally being shaken up to your core, which is why you are in this space of transforming and transmuting all of this stuff that you are feeling, because through the pressure comes the gift, comes the blessing, comes the understanding, comes the transcendence, comes the evolution, comes the ascension. It's like you're going through all of this, like they say, that saying, pressure makes diamonds. You're going through all this pressure so that you can now be in a space of being like, okay, I physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually cannot do this anymore, either by myself or just continue this path that I'm on. I need assistance. I need to be around people who are going to help me with this. And it doesn't even necessarily need to be that they help you verbally or physically. Maybe you just need someone who's around you that says, you know what, I've got you, or I'm listening to you, or anytime you need a pillow, I am here. Sometimes that's all it takes from people. You don't even just need to do anything physically. Sometimes your energy is enough to or someone's energy is enough to transform what they're going through or what you're going through. And in that happening, there is this equal, reciprocal energy of healing and cleansing and clearing and clarity that comes in for the both of you. So be in this space to understand that, yeah, there is something going on within the ethers, there is something going on within the realm, and some of you can feel it. Some of you may have been going through this anxious feeling and so on and so forth, but stay high vibing, okay? Whatever that is, stay high vibrationally in your alignment. Stay vibrationally authentic to you, okay? I myself have noticed that there are certain things that have tried to literally take me out of my vibrational place of peace and power, tried to piss me the fuck off. Okay, I literally have gone through a process of a loved one passing away, and I'm working through that. Please, you don't have to write condolences in the comment section. It's all good, because I have my own understanding of going through that. But because of that, it's helped me to transform the way I see things, and it's helped me to understand certain things in my life that I need to pay more attention to, and how I can transmute and alchemize those things. And I feel like with any type of, let's say, loss or release, there is a birth of a new, and that's literally how I've been experiencing a birth of a new through, nuisances, or through release, or through loss and things like that. So you could be in a space, and for some of you, you could have recently lost someone. For some of you, it could have been sudden, and for some of you, it could be expected. But with all of the situations that are happening, allow yourself to alchemize them. Feel what you are feeling, feel the anger, feel this, feel that. And then when you have a minute, whether it's you pray or you meditate or you go into a space of stillness and quietness, or you find a way to channel it through dance or music or art or singing, or going out into nature, or doing some kind of body movement, body work, whatever it is, find a way to transmute it, find a way to make it into something that is going to be beneficial to you in the long run. Okay, confirmation, make it be something that's beneficial to you in the long run, because that's what it's all about. It's all about transmuting these things. I recently had something that pissed me off, and I had to be in a space of saying, okay, all right, seeing both sides of the coin, understanding how I can be in a space of feeling what I'm feeling, but observe what I'm feeling as well. There's this crucial thing about you being able to be the observer of your reality as well. So when certain situations happen, it's like being able to allowing your soul to step away from the physical situation and being able to see it from the outside in, like standing on the outside of the box, but being able to peek in and seeing the characters and the situations play out, right? Instead of attaching to the situation and labeling it and allowing those things to happen. It's like being in that space, and that's something that I've also been mastering within myself and learning how to navigate within myself. So you could be going through the same situation as well, okay? So like I said, this is not to promote any type of fear. If anything, this is to empower you. This is to give you some sort of resonance to say, okay, well, if this has been also happening to Seraphic, or she's been experiencing it, there must be something that I need to know about this if I'm experiencing something similar, okay? So ground, alchemize, lead with authenticity, but just know that moving into a space of community is the next step. Teamwork is the next step. Being here for one another is the next step. We're being more heart-led than mind-led at the minute. Okay, so yeah, I feel like that's the message. Yeah, I feel like that's the message. Now, I know I've been away for a minute, and like I just mentioned, I've had a lot going on in my own personal life, but I felt like this message really needed to come out. Someone needed to hear it. So it will find those who need to hear the message, okay? I'm sending you loads of love, and I will speak to you guys in the next video. Mwah.